Scanning the body from head to toe and scanning the mind, the thoughts, and the emotions. Giving yourself permission to really experience without judgment and experience without the filter of I should feel a certain, I should be experiencing a certain. Let go of that lens and instead just tune inward. And this morning's mantra, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you be at ease. I wish that for each of you in this moment. Bringing an awareness to self and saying to ourselves, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe, and may I be at ease. Listening to and respecting what our body is asking. Acknowledging that maybe we need to skip a pose, maybe we need to do extra. Just allowing our bodies, our emotions, and our light from within to guide our practice. Riding the waves of our breath, feeling the inhale, feeling the exhale, and allowing our breath to be what we need it to be in this moment. Allowing the eyes to flutter open. Bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Allow the eyes to flutter open. And as we inhale, we'll take the fingers to sky. Exhale, circle the arms out and away from the body. Inhale, scoop up and sweep. And exhale, release out. Good, let your breath just simply guide the movement. One more time. This time as our fingertips reach out to the floor, plant our arms out to the side of our bodies. Let's plant the left hand down. Take the right arm up, reach it over. Pause here. Drop the left shoulder away from ear. And pressing that right hip down so you can reach away from it. And then inhale, rise up. Let's switch sides. Inhale, lifting, planting hip. Exhale, reach away. Pause here. Drop shoulder away from ear. Inhale, rise back up. Let's take our right hand in front, left hand behind, just for a gentle twist and gaze over the shoulder. Come back to center, switch hands. Exhale, take a twist, gaze over the shoulder, not holding breath in the pose, so riding the waves of breath. Return to center. Walk those fingertips out in front of you. Press through the palms and then just gently rock the body side to side. walking the hands back in toward the body and switch the leg that's on top or in front. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. This time we'll leave that right hand down. Take left arm up and away to side. Pause here and breathe. Turn the gaze up toward the sky underneath the bicep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release fingertips down. And then as we exhale on this side, reaching away as we plant the hip. And just breathing into that side rib, noticing the breath. Inhale, coming back up. Let's take the left hand to front, right hand behind, gentle twist. Spine is tall. And release, reaching the opposite hands. And again, there's no movement in our body, but the breath is still gently rising, releasing, flowing in and out. Coming back to center, walk fingertips out in front, press palms down, and gently rock the body side to side. As we start these gentle movements, give yourself permission to become aware of what feels good, what feels maybe not so great. And then coming back to center, walking hands in toward the body. We'll take our legs, plant them out in front of us, reaching the fingertips back behind. We'll just start to windshield wiper those legs side to side. Give space so that the knee can come toward the ground. We want to have those feet wide enough, at least as wide as our mat. Good, good, good. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Planting the heels down, we'll just slowly roll ourselves back. Once we roll back, we'll draw our knees in toward our chest. Hugging the tops of our knees, massage the low back and into the glutes. And just allow them to release. You might notice that one side needs a little more love and attention. Feel free to offer that. And then draw circles in the opposite direction. Same thing if one part needs a little extra care. Returning to center. Placing the feet now as wide as the outer edges of the mat, palms down out to the side in the letter A. And we'll do the same thing, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. But this time you'll notice that as we windshield wiper those legs, the glutes maybe get a little bit more love. Inhaling through center, exhale, dropping. And then when you're ready, come back to center, draw the knees in, cross the ankles, and we're just going to rock and roll along the spine. Rolling forward and back, making sure not to roll all the way to the back of the head. And then if you feel ready, rock yourself up to seated and then swivel around to all fours, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. If you need extra padding under your knees, feel free to add that. Pressing through the palms, pressing through the shins, almost as if you were going to leap to the sky. Keep that activity, connectedness to the earth, and then as you exhale, tuck the tail round the back, bring the chin to chest. Inhale, lift tail, move one vertebrae at a time, head lift. So just back and forth with breath. Notice where you're feeling what in your spine, and this doesn't have to be this very traditional cat-cow. If it feels nice, if your body's asking for a twist or a shimmy, give your body the opportunity to move in the way that feels right now. tapping into our body's natural intelligence. Sometimes we call it, we've got a gut feeling. And giving ourselves permission for our yoga practice to maybe look different than our neighbors or different than our teacher, me, tells you to do. And checking in and just noticing and giving space so that you may be happy, healthy, safe, and at ease. The next time you find cat, hang out there, chin and tail tucked. And we are going to add a shimmy side to side. So hip shift from one side of the mat to the other with this big rounded spine. You might notice that the weight shifts toward the knees, and that's okay. But just take note of where your weight is. And then this with rounded back. We're going to rock our hips toward our heels and then inhale, rock forward, keeping that rounded spine. You can shift the weight back and forth as much as you'd like. If it shifts beyond fingertips, your shoulders beyond fingertips, you'll get a nice big wrist stretch, but maybe that's not what your body's needing today. And then return to neutral. Let's take a fist instead of wrist. Draw the heart forward. Pause here. If you feel the urge to move away. Now notice if the low back is sinking without support. Find length in the spine. Belly button still remains active. We don't want our udders hanging down. You get it, right? You get it, udders. All right, finding a nice neutral spine. We'll sit back onto our heels, arms draped next to the body for Balasana, full child's pose. Pressing the ribs toward the thighs with our breath. Feeling the back ribs expand toward the sky. In our meditation this morning, we talked about an expansiveness. Feel that here with the breath. And then we'll plant the hands next to the face, and we'll start to lift the tail. So we rock to the crown of the head, and then as we exhale, we let the hips come back down. So your hands support the head as much or as little as you want as we lift up and down. This is a modification of a pose. So if it doesn't feel quite right for you, feel free just to skip it. This always is great for if you have a headache and you're not having a sinus headache. This can be really, really supportive. One more time, and the next time you come into child's pose, pause there. And then walk your arms out in front of you on the elbow as wide as the shoulders. Palms pressed down. Inhale. Rising up to kneeling plank, straight line from shoulder to knee. Heart reaches slightly forward. Exhale, sinking back. Extended child's pose. Inhale, rise up, kneeling plank. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, rising up to that kneeling plank, and then pause here. We'll tuck a toe under. Just hold that leg, heel presses back, hamstring to sky. You can always leave that knee down if it feels better for you. And then switch sides, uncurl, and tuck the other toe, pressing heel back, hamstring up. If your wrists are fatiguing, you can always make fists in its place. Releasing down to knees, tuck toes, sitting back into lion pose. So our fists are in front of us, our heels and hips are moving toward each other. If you have a block, you can place a block back there. Inhale through the nose, and then as we exhale, we're going to stick out our tongue and make a big ha sound. Good, normal breath. Next, inhale and then exhale, big ha. Normal breath. Let your tongue extend fully. One more time. Draw face back to neutral. If you feel a little catty, shake it off. We're going to walk our hands back out in front of us. So choice to stay on knees or come to toes. Let's extend our right leg back. And then we'll draw our right knee toward our right elbow. Pause here. And then as we inhale, we'll take our leg out and across to the left side of our mat, just tapping that toe out to the side. So as we tap that toe, draw the heart forward. So exhale, knee to elbow, inhale out and across. Good, come back to neutral. We'll switch to the other side. So this time, left knee to elbow, take it out and across. As that toe taps to the outside edge, feel the hips start to open. Let the toes and the fingers be a long extension away from each other. And one more time. Good, releasing down. We'll sit back once again, this time in our balasana. Bring the knees as wide as the outer edges of the mat, big toes together, and just start to rock the body side to side as we find Bhaktasana this time, or extended child's pose. We're letting the belly start to release down between the thighs, just warming maybe the thighs, and then settling to center if that feels good for you. Inhale, chin and chest come to mat. Exhale, round, forehead to mat. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale, round. Now the next time chin and chest come to mat, pause there. Walk your fingertips 1 more inch forward and then let the elbows come down, palms together. Fingertips lift to sky. This will really open and deepen the rhomboids. Maybe it's too much and take those hands back down. Breathe. If your armpits could take a breath, let your armpits breathe here. Releasing the hands down, bring those knees back underneath the hips, and we'll step our left foot all the way up to the hands. Check that the left knee is over the left ankle at the expression of your Anjayasana. We'll lift to fingertips and then exhale, rock back, inhale, rock forward. Allowing the rocking motion forward and back to also be an extension of the spine work that we did before. Feel free to use a block underneath the hands if that works better for your body. Good. The next time you inhale, rock forward. Draw the heart forward. Gaze is out in front of the mat. We're going to play around with bending our right knee. Maybe it bends, maybe it doesn't. It's up to you. If you want to give it a try and need extra padding, go for that. If it feels comfortable to have that leg bent, stay with the bent leg. If not, just leave those feet down. Walking the hands up our left thigh. We're going to take our right arm up and then take our right pinkies back, reaching them to the wall behind us. Now you might stay here, or perhaps you find your ankle, lifting the heart, letting the right hip flexor, right quad, and through the front of the body open. This is a fantastic place to stay if this is where you need to be. We're exploring compassion for ourselves today, so don't feel forced into a pose that your body's not ready for. Good. Releasing down. Now we tuck that right toe under. We're just going to rock front and back. letting the calf get a little, the Achilles, a little love. Good, release down to that right knee. Left knee back to meet right. Sitting back to our child's pose, forehead resting, arms draped next to body. When you're ready, extend those arms out in front of you. This time, we bring our right foot up to the hands, so switching sides. Hands are planted on either side, tenting to fingers or using that block. And as we exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Let the heart draw forward as you rock forward. Let the hips shift back as you round the spine, and maybe even bring the nose toward the knee. The next time you rock forward, stay there. Fingertips are still planted. We're going to play with bending that left knee, that back foot a few times. Maybe not, maybe so. Maybe one side feels it and the other doesn't. That's all okay. If you're ready, walk hands up, right thigh. We'll take our left arm to sky and then go bowling with the left arm. If you find your ankle, great. If not, great. Just stay and breathe in the posture that's right for you. Releasing, hands down to frame left foot. Left toe tucks under, and we're just rock forward and back, letting that left calf warm as it feels ready. Planting both hands down, we'll step our right foot back to meet our left. First down dog for today. Pedal those heels. And then round up to your tiptoes, bend your knees, reach your tail back in as the ribs come towards your thighs. Feel that weight from pinky to waist. Feel the ribs expand out, back and forward. And then maintain this length. Start to press your hamstrings back. As your hamstrings reach back, let the heels fall. Find your down dog. From down dog, really down to your knees. Once again, we're going to rest in our child's pose. Arms draped next to the body, forehead rests upon the mat. Breathing into the space. Feeling the ribs expand outward. Arms reach back in front of you, tuck your toes. We'll find down dog just for a moment, and then walk our feet forward into our Uttanasana. Grab a block if you have one. Feet are as wide as our hips, head dangles down. Knees are soft, and our hands rest either on the block or the mat. As we exhale, bend the knees, curling down. As we inhale, press the feet into the mat, lift tail to sky. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, lift. One more time. And the next time you lift that tail, stay there. Let the head dangle. Shake head no, shake head yes. Press the four corners of the feet down into the mat as the tail lifts a little higher. Notice if you've shifted the weight to right or left, forward or back. And then soften the knees. Inhale, slowly bring yourself all the way up to standing. Hands come down through heart center. Let's take a quick cleansing breath from here. Inhale through the nose, exhale with a big ha. Releasing the palms down, tuck the chin. And as if you were drawing a smiley face along the chest with your chin, inhale, take to one shoulder, exhale to center. So this shouldn't be a big movement. It shouldn't be tiny either, but you only want to move to the space that your spine feels comfortable. Coming back to center, inhale, lift the head to neutral. Exhale, turn and gaze over one shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn and gaze, other shoulder. Checking in to make sure that you're still in Tadasana. Maybe you've turned into lying standing pose. Coming back to center, this time ear drops to shoulder as we exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, ear, shoulder. So we're going to return to center here. Hands come to heart, Anjali Mudra. We'll go through what I call lazy sun salutations now. So take your time. Slowly, maybe 3 or 4 breaths per movement. As you inhale, reach arms to sky. Exhale, tip at hip, Uttanasana. And then inhale, half lift to monkey. As we exhale, we'll release down, take our right leg back. So big step with that right leg, and we'll lower down to the right knee, uncurling the toe. Pause here, check your alignment. And then as we inhale, lift up for our Anjayasana. Let the shoulders sink down away from ears. Feel the heart lift. Find yourself feeling safe and at ease in this pose. Releasing hands down to frame left foot, back to extended child's pose. And then inhale, quickly rising up to kneeling plank, straight line from shoulder to knee. Pause here, draw through the heart. And then as we exhale, elbows hug ribs, lowering through our chaturanga. And then inhale, scooping the heart forward. Shoulder blades draw together. Tuck the chin and press through the back of the head for a baby cobra. Pause here and breathe. And then when you're ready, exhale back into your extended child's pose. Right foot up to the hands. Scooch it, slide it, so knee over ankle. And then as you feel ready, inhale, sweep those fingertips to sky, shoulders relax. Feeling breath. Releasing hands down to frame right foot. We'll step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, finding our mountain. Hands come down through heart center. Quick cleansing breath here. Just noticing. We'll repeat that same thing on the second side. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, tip at hip, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift to monkey. Left leg back. Pause here and then inhale, rise up. Okay? Releasing hands down, back to extended child's pose. Inhale right up into our kneeling plank. Exhale, elbows hug ribs, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, scoop up, baby cobra. Shoulder blades draw together, tucking chin, back of head to sky as we lengthen the spine. Breathe in your baby cobra. There are no snakes in Hawaii, but there are plenty of mongoose. Not sure why. Exhale back into that extended child's pose. Pausing here. Lift the palms all the way up to hands. Scooch, slide it there, so knee is over ankle. Take your time, and then as you feel ready, rise up. Releasing hands down to frame left foot. We'll step forward, finding our Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, taking time as you come to standing. Hands come down through heart center, quick cleansing breath. Just noting, stepping the feet as wide as the outer edges of the mat. Knees are nice and soft, and we're just going to add a gentle kind of shimmy to the body. And then come back to center. Feet back underneath the hips. Inhale, arms lift up to sky. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we'll take that right leg back and lower down to right knee. So we'll plant the right hand to the instep of the left foot. Use a block if you need it. Left hand to low back, and we'll simply start to stack. Swivel the left shoulder over right, turning gaze over left shoulder. You can take a fist, you can take a palm to the low back. And either way, let this right hip sink down as the swivel happens. Left knee wants to wing out to the side, draw the knee in toward the belly. And come back to center, framing left foot. We'll step back to extended child's pose, and from here, we walk our hands to the left side of the mat, drop the hips to right. Switch sides, hands to right, drop hips to left. Coming back to center, inhale, rising up, kneeling plank. Exhale, elbows hug ribs, baby chaturanga. Inhale, sweep heart forward, squeeze shoulder blades. This time we have the option of peeling the hands off the mat. Fingertips reach back behind us, palms together. Releasing hands down. Back to child's pose. This time balasana. Full child's pose, arms draped next to the body. Extending arms out in front. Let's take the right foot up to the hands, dropping the hips. Inhale, fingertips. Yeah, make sure it's your right foot. Arms reach to sky, and we'll bring those hands to heart center. So we're going to take our left elbow to the outside of the knees. You'll turn to the main door. Good. Turn and gaze over that right shoulder. Let the hips open and release. When you rewatch this video, I don't know if you'll remember the amazing smells from the kitchen. Come back to center, frame right foot, step forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. So this time as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward into our Uttanasana and then rise up slowly, ragdolling our way. Maybe taking 3 breaths. Upper body is so dangly and heavy. When you get to the top, lift the head up, shoulders roll back and down. When you're ready, there's no rush. Inhale, arms reach to sky. Exhale, tip at hip, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift to monkey. Exhale, release left foot back. Lower down to left knee. And this time we plant the left hand on our block or mat. Right hand to low back. Start to stack right shoulder over left. Turn and gaze over that right shoulder. Now right knee hugs in toward belly button. Fist or heel of hand presses left hip down and forward to keep that front of hip open. Sometimes the pressure of the knuckles between the hip bone and the SI joint can feel really, really nourishing. Good, come back to center. Step back to an extended child's pose. Walk hands to right side of mat, drop hips to left. Switch sides, hands to left, hips to right. Coming back to center. Gaze up to the hands. We'll bring the left foot. Inhale, kneeling plank, sorry. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And then you have the option of reaching those fingertips back behind you as the heart shines forward. So tap into that inner light that we were talking about this morning and feel your heart shine almost like a headlamp reaching, guiding your way. Pressing back into Balasana, full child's pose, letting the forehead rest. Extending arms out in front, left foot comes up to hands. Scooch slide there so knee is over ankle. Inhale, sweep arms to sky. And then we bring our hands to heart center, right elbow to outside of left knee. Come back to center, frame left foot. Tuck right foot up to meet left. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Bring those hands down through heart center. Let's take a quick cleansing breath. Inhale, reaching arms to sky. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. This time we'll clasp the elbows from our forward fold. Gently rotate the body side to side, feeling almost, I like to think of my arms as Ganesh's trunk, like an elephant trunk, searching the ground for a peanut. So it's like luxurious. You're like, ooh, is there a treat down there? There's no hurry, there's no goal. It's just exploratory. And then return to center. Release hands down, half lift to monkey. Let's step the right leg back. And then we'll come down to the right knee. Walking the hands up the thigh. We'll kick the right leg. Oh wait, actually we're not going to do that one yet, sorry. I lied. Swivel the right foot down, the right heel down. We're going to come up to warrior one just briefly. Forearm to thigh and swivel that right arm forward. Breathing and extending through the right side. Releasing hands down to frame, left foot step back to extended child's pose. Inhale, rise up to kneeling plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to that baby cobra. Peeling the fingertips back, now almost as if you're going to slide from side to side, fingertips down the thigh. Very snaky in our movements. Careful, there's a mongoose around the corner. Come back to center, release and press back into child's pose. When you're ready, extend your leg out. Your right foot comes up to the hands. Hands walk up the left thigh. We reach the left fingertips to sky and then over to the side of our mat. This is what we were supposed to do first, but I mixed it up and it's exciting and interesting. So breathe from the left pinky all the way down to the left knee, feeling that side rib open, and then reach to the right side as well. Framing right foot, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lifting arms to sky, and then above us is a beautiful plumeria tree. The owners have given you permission to pick a flower for your hair, but they're just out of reach. So start to reach and lengthen. Oh. Feel the side body start to open. You got it. Put it in your hair. Exhale, tip it hip, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift monkey. Let's step our left leg back and then swivel that left heel down. Come up briefly for a warrior two. And then bend that right forearm down to thigh. Let your hips sink down. Swivel that left arm up. Bicep near ear, extended side angle. Keep your right shoulder relaxed. Good. Release hands down to frame right foot. Step back to extended child's pose. Inhale up into that kneeling plank. Exhale, baby chaturanga. Inhale, lifting heart. And then reach those fingertips back behind. Very gently, side to side. Now see what happens if maybe you can lift just a little higher through the heart as you snake side to side. Good, come back to center. Press yourself back into child's pose. When you're ready, raise up the hand, the left foot comes all the way up. Let those hips sink down. Walk your hands up, left thigh, right arm to sky. And then reach your fingertips over to the left side of the mat. Finding length both side bodies. So not just the one that you're extending from, but the one you're extending away from as well. Framing left foot, we'll step forward, finding Uttanasana, forward fold. Slowly take your time to curl yourself into a ball and then roll up, ragdolling the body. You can even sway the body from side to side if it doesn't make you dizzy. Take your time coming to standing. Lifting the head to neutral when you feel ready. Bringing the palms forward, finding Tadasana, closing the eyes. Just checking in with body, checking in with breath. Notice if you're feeling happy, safe, healthy, and at ease. Giving yourself permission to alter the practice to meet that need. Allow the eyes to flutter open. So we're going to fold over the front edge of our mat. And let's start with placing we'll come down to kneeling, sorry. And let's place the right knee on the mat, extend the left leg out. So you guys will be facing the kitchen. Or you can face me standing if that's easier. All right, so we'll find gate pose. Let's take our left hand to our left hip. Our right hand to our right hip. Lift tall through the spine, like you're getting measured at the doctor's office. Right arm to sky. And then keeping that left hand where it is, reach toward the back wall, breathing into that right side rib. Inhale, lift up. We're simply going to switch sides. So bring the left knee to the front of your mat, right leg extend out. Right hand to hip, left hand to hip. Reach tall away from. Right hand stays right where you are. Left arm to sky. And reaching back toward the back wall. You might notice one side has a little more or less mobility. Super normal. Good. Inhale, lifting back up, releasing and uncurling that front end of your mat, and we'll find ourselves moving into seated. So from our seat, let's extend our legs out in front of us, move our bumpers up and out of the way, heels of hands to hip flexors, and we're just lifting tall into our Dandasana, staff pose. Hanging out for a breath or two. From Dandasana, feel free to place some extra stuff underneath your hips if you want to roll up the end of your mat, or if you even want to sit on a block. And we're going to take our legs wide. Toes flexing to face. Fingertips out in front of us, just a centimeter or two. Or actually a few inches, not a centimeter or two. Draw the heart forward like you are using traction of your fingertips to lift the heart like we did in Cobra. So shoulder blades together, heart shines, chin tucks slightly, pressing the back of the head toward the wall behind you. So this can be where you stay. If your body says, hey, give me a little more, maybe tip it hip. We are not super warm through the inner thighs, so give yourself permission to be very easy in this slight tip of hip. On your next inhale, rise back up. We'll take our right leg, bending the right, I'm not mirroring you, so right leg bends in. We'll keep that right hip planted, left hand out to the shin or to the ground in front or behind. Everybody's a little different to what feels right. So let's take our right arm to sky. Yep. And then reach toward the kitchen for you guys. So sometimes this hand in front can help give us traction. The hand in back can keep us if we notice we're collapsing. So just notice what your body is doing. Try make a few adjustments without judgment. Just let your body be the intelligent portion here. Sometimes closing the eyes can take out some of the input that we're receiving and give us the opportunity to scan within. Inhale, lift up. We'll switch sides. Right leg out, left leg in. Keep that left hip locked down. Left arm reaches, rainbows over toward our right toes. And then again, you can take your hand to the outside, to the inside. Our shoulders and hips are staying in one plane. So if you notice that the shoulders are starting to collapse toward that leg, feel free to come back up, readjust, give it a second go, or a third, or a fifth. Inhale, lifting back up. We'll bring the legs together, rolling ourselves back. Guide the knees in some circles, massaging through the low back. Draw circles in the other direction. And then coming back into center, we'll extend our legs out and our arms out. And we'll take our feet to the left bottom corner and our hands to the right top corner. This is, I like to call banana. So you're just going to banana your body to the left. In a relaxed place. So sometimes there's a lot of tension when you do this. From a relaxed place, breathe into that right space of the ribs. And then banana your body in the other direction. And then once again, find relaxing in your body. Let go of the tension. Coming back to center, find your body in alignment. We'll plant the right leg on the ground. Take the left leg up to sky. Arms out to the side in a big T. And just circle the toes to the left and then circle the toes to the right. It's almost like you're just pivoting through the hip rotation, ball and socket joint of the hip. Good, come back to center. Draw the left knee into chest, extend the right leg out. So we'll take the left arm out to the side, right hand to top of knee. So we've done this twist a number of times already. Focusing, throughout our retreat, not today. Focusing on locking the left shoulder down as you take this twist. You can also shift your right hip so that it's more under the left and you can get a little more spinal rotation. We're going to do that self-adjustment where we take our right hand to the left shoulder, press the left shoulder down, and then slide through the armpit along the ribs, pausing at the hip. Draw the hip away from the shoulder. Maybe massage through the back of the hip or the side of the hip. As long as it takes, as long as you want, maybe even into the glute. Slide the hand as far down as you feel ready, down to that left knee for your twist. So depending on where you're feeling tension or tightness, if your hand can reach it, you can massage over and over again. If you're not feeling tension or tightness in a place that you can massage, just send your breath only. But sending your breath to places of tightness and giving yourself the option of release. So in this twist, you can feel healthy, safe, at ease, and very, very happy. Very slowly unwinding. Planting the left foot on the mat, take the right leg to sky. Turn your toes to the right, turn your toes to the left. So our foot is staying fixed, but we're rotating at the hip. Just giving that hip a little bit of warning that some mobility might happen. Hug that right knee into chest, extend left leg out, right arm out to side, and we're going to start to take that twist. Right shoulder stays locked down. We can take the left hand to press the right shoulder down. You can even turn and gaze at your right fingertips if that feels good for your body. And then slide down the armpit to the ribs, down the waist into the hips. Pressing the hips and drawing them away from the shoulder. Maybe getting a little massage into the glutes, into the hip, into the thigh. As you slide your hand down to whatever place works best for you, for your twist. Use the breath, use physical massage if that helps, and simply release, let go. When you're ready, slowly unwind. Place the feet on the mat, readjust the hips. And then start to set yourself up. Feel free to take any final pose your body might be asking for, screaming for, or gently reminding you of. Take any final pose, any final adjustments or movements. Make sure to do both sides if your body's asking for a specific movement. Moving your body into Shavasana, into your relaxed place and space. As you move into your Shavasana, feel free to make your Shavasana look and feel different if that's what your body's asking for. Feel free to remain in Shavasana traditional if that's what your body's asking for. Feel your breath to enter and exit your body. And we choose to simply ride the waves of our breath. There's no control in the breath. It simply is coming and going like the waves of the ocean. Sometimes it's a big breath, a big wave, and sometimes it's smaller and more subtle. Returning to the heart space, the light from within. Allowing that light to bathe our bodies in a glowing energy. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe, and may you be at ease. Finding that loving kindness mantra, expanding outward from this room. Expanding perhaps to someone who we've just noticed and we have no opinion of one way or the other. Feeling the heart expanding outward, connecting. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you be at ease. Finding that loving kindness, that expansive connectedness. Maybe to just everyone on this block. You don't know their faces, you don't know their names, you don't even know how many people there are, or animals or plants. But on this lovely block, near the Kihao Bay, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you be at ease. Maybe that loving kindness expands ever infinitely outward to all beings. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe, and may you be at ease. Taking one final step, imagining someone whom you love and someone whom you have a difficult relationship with. And sending equal amounts of happiness, health, safety, and at ease to them. May you both be happy. May you both be healthy. May you both be at ease, and may you both be safe. Our ability for compassion and for loving kindness is infinite. And the more we send out, the more we receive. Next inhalation, allow vitality to course throughout your body. As you feel ready, slowly begin wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rotating your wrists and ankles, bending knees, bending elbows. And very slowly rolling to your side and just holding in your heart space the connectedness, the vastness, and the lighted energy from within. Slowly pressing yourself up to seated, bringing the hands together in heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll seal our practice by joining together in 3 ohms. Light in me honors the light within you. Namaste.